It's week 9 of college football and it's Friday. So for Big Body Ball, Friday is Picks Day. So let's get started. Last week we had a great week, 5-3. That's good for 63%. That brings our record to 38-29, 57% on the year. So hoping to keep this going and have another good week. And we're going to start with a game tonight, Friday night game. Boise State at UNLV. I got him at -3. It's jumped to the hook now. It's -3.5. But I like Boise State in this spot. I think Ashton Jeanty will have a day again until someone can really stop him. Who's stopping the Broncos here? So give me Boise State -3 on the road to UNLV. Huge game, playoff implications. It's going to be fun to watch. Next game of the weekend, Notre Dame Navy, 2 ranked teams. Navy's catching 14 points. Give me them all here. I think Notre Dame has been looking good over the past weeks and since that loss to Northern Illinois, but Navy has been looking good too. And I know their competition hasn't really been all that great, but on the flip side, we're talking about Navy, and Navy is blowing teams out by 30 points, and they're scoring 40 and 50 points, and Blake Horvath has been able to sling the ball, and he's brought a new element to that Navy offense that no one has seen before. So give me Navy +14. All right, next game, another Big Ten game, huge game, conference title implications here for the Big Ten. We have Illinois visiting Oregon. I like Illinois +21.5 here. I just think they can keep it close and keep it within the number. I don't expect Illinois to pull out an outright victory here, but they do have they have big threats out wide. And I like how Luke Altmaier is playing. So I do think that they can get something going on offense there. Now, can they hold the Oregon offense? We'll see. But I do like them to keep it within 3 touchdowns. LSU A&M. I am very mad at myself that I didn't get this game earlier in the week. Earlier in the week, it was LSU +3. It's now dropped to almost a pick'em. I'm snatching it up before it gets to an actual pick'em. So give me LSU +1 going to Texas A&M at Kyle Field. It's going to be awesome. It's the night game. Kyle Field that night is going to be electric, but I think LSU can handle it. I'm just going to take the more consistent team here. LSU has been looking better week over week over week. And A&M, I just don't know what I'm going to get. Like, we've seen greatness out of Connor Wegman. We've seen poor play out of Connor Wegman. We've seen the Marcel Reed stint. And they're very inconsistent to me right now. So I like Garrett Nussmeier. I like what they're doing on offense. Their offensive line has been great. And I'm not sure that the Texas A&M offense is ready to just go shred this LSU defense. Obviously, the LSU defense is not fantastic, but I'm not sure that the Texas A&M offense is elite. I like Le'Veon Moss, and I like Connor Wegman on a good day, but we don't know what's going to happen there. Okay, heading on to the next game, another Big Ten game. We got Penn State at Wisconsin. Penn State undefeated, number 3 in the country, and they're going to Wisconsin, and they're only laying 6.5 points. Now, the Badgers, they've been looking good as of recently, but they haven't had really tough competition. This is definitely going to be their toughest competition that they have faced since Alabama. But I have not seen Penn State light the world on fire either. They struggled against USC. Now, granted, it's a hard road game. And they came out with a win. But their wins so far, like Illinois, I mean, Illinois is a good win, sure, absolutely, but they didn't look all that dominant on offense in that game. It was a 21-7 game, and they kind of got like a late touchdown anyway. So I think Wisconsin is playing better. They look better with Braden Locke. So give me Wisconsin plus the points here at home. All right, next game, Michigan State at Michigan. I don't know why Michigan continues to be favored in these games. They can't score. They have a very one-dimensional offense, and their offense really doesn't look good. And their defense has taken a pretty big step from last year. Now, it is a little shaky riding with Michigan State because Michigan State is also kind of an up and down team. They have some big play capabilities, and Aiden Childs can look like a great quarterback and can get the ball downfield. But he also looks like a quarterback sometimes you're just questioning why he's behind center out of there. So this is kind of a hold your nose kind of game. But I do think Michigan State has the opportunity to pull this one out and at least keep it close. So give me Michigan State +5. All right, heading to ACC, we got Georgia Tech at Virginia Tech in Lane Stadium. I like how the Hokies are playing recently. They had a big win last week against Boston College. They have a couple extra days of rest, and Georgia Tech quarterback is not playing. So give me Virginia Tech -10 here. And then the last game, we got Maryland at Minnesota. Now this line's actually even higher. You can actually get it at Maryland +5. So if you like Maryland, you can get it at a better number. You can get it at +5. But I like Billy Edwards. They coming off a big win from last weekend to beat USC. They got some steam. So give me Maryland +4 here. All right, that's week 9 picks. Let's have a week. Follow Big Body Ball CFB on all socials.